Hello there everyone, welcome back to another episode of our Imperator Rome Icenia Rises playthrough. Of course, we are no longer the Icenia tribe. At this point, I'm sure everyone is aware we are the great, the glorious, the wonderful Albion Empire, and we stretch all the way from the tip of Scotland to the steppes of northern Ukraine now. So we are quite long and quite powerful indeed. We are trying to blitz through Gaul and take as much of this Gaulish territory as possible before the end date. And speaking of end dates, we both have an in-game end date, which is, what, around 727 AUC, so we have about 77 more years left. But we also have a real-world end date as well, because earlier today, Paradox did announce that the next update to the game is going to come out on December 3rd. Today is November 25th, so that gives me 8 real-world days to finish this series, as well as my other series. You should go check out that one. We are the very tall Sicilians. We have just taken over the island of Sicily, expanded as much as we can by only territorially expanding in these two provinces of Sicily itself, but then expanded kind of metaphorically through the use of tributaries and feudatories around the Mediterranean as much as we can, and we're currently in a war with Carthage, so you should check it out if you're looking for more Imperator Rome content out here on YouTube. And that one also is around year 650, so they're both at around the same place, and I want to try to finish both of them before the new update to the game comes out. So, without any further ado, I need to kick up the gear a little bit and get started. Let's unpause the game. I was letting my aggressive expansion tick down, but, well, I don't necessarily think I have the time for that anymore. Instead, I think we need to be deciding who next to declare war on, and I'm actually thinking it's going to be you. Now, you are allied with a bunch of people, which is both good and bad. It's good because it allows me to have more areas to potentially expand into. Are you disloyal? Yeah, you're disloyal. No, not my archers. Not my horse archers. Speaking of, I think I'm actually going to go ahead and build just another stack of horse archers. Let's do that. Alright, so I can't build you there. Find a nation to conquer. Yeah, that's what we're trying to do. It was Yukta. Yeah, so I'll recruit some horse archers here. I'll just recruit 3 for now, and then I'll build an army from those 3. But, no, I need you loyal. Let's go ahead. I can make friends with you. Oh, I can't, like, bribe you? It does not have the trait honest. Alright, well, I'm going to try to make friends with you. That's probably going to cost me more money in the long run. Anyway, oh, well. Any inventions that I want? No, not any in particular. I gotta stop using that pause button. I'm trying to get this game to progress a little ways. Looks like I have some barbarians. Oh, look at you. Those 25,000 men are going to handle them very easily, though. Moving men into position. And you know what? I don't have time for that. I'm going to go ahead and declare war. It's just going to be me against their defensive alliance. However, I'm not really worried about it. Let's go ahead and hit that OK button. We are now at war. They, of course, have bunches of troops, but we are going to hopefully just move in and take all of their territory anyway. Starting out with some hopefully early, quick, and easy battles. Are we at war with you now too? Yes, we are. So I will move these 2 armies this direction. We might be in a little bit of trouble. We've split our forces in a bunch of different ways, but if we can take care of Brittany first, then we can then dedicate these 3 armies to marching east. So I think that is going to be my plan, at least for those 3 armies. Ooh, let's not go crazy. Let's see. Making an impression. Okay, so this is me becoming friends. Moderate amount, moderate amount, moderate amount. Let's not go crazy. Alright, I'm just going to go ahead and do the political influence. I'm okay getting rid of some of that early. We have lots and lots of troops marching into enemy territories. It does look like my horse archers are going to come to my aid, which is, of course, very helpful. Unfortunately, we also have the barbarians looking to take some of this recently conquered land. That's also okay. Unfortunately, I'm going to have high aggressive expansion probably for the rest of the game, because I'm going to try to go on a little conquest spree. We'll just have to see how that actually works out. I might lose a ton of men in the process. Let's have you finish off these green people, and then we can actually probably piece them out. If you fully control a country, I do believe it allows you to go ahead and start piecing them out. So as you can tell, 1 month has ticked by, and so all of these little territories in range of a fort are starting to fall. Looks like the Britons, well, I guess it's Isuvians, they have 74 cohorts. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of cohorts, and they are not exactly technologically backwards. In fact, they are just 1 tech level behind me, so we need to be careful about these people. That, of course, is good. Let's go ahead and send these 23,000 men this direction. Of course, they've got me here. Let's hope that... That's going to be a tough one to win. We are higher morale. They have 23,000 more men coming that direction. We, of course, have some more men coming this direction as well. This is going to be the first major fight of the war. Ooh, benefits of power. Okay. He's not exactly great, is the target of a brazenly outspoken critic who has been provoking his ire for some time. It seems the loudmouth is protected by political opponents of him himself and believes... Okay, this will be an excellent opportunity to impress him. We'll lose ourselves, we'll lose 30 gold. That's not a lot. We'll make a small amount. We'll also gain 5 tyranny. You know what? I'm okay gaining some tyranny. Alright, our soldiers are going to reinforce. I'm not sure it's actually going to be enough. Oh, good for him. He took some prisoners. It's fine and dandy. Look at all of these men storming into our land. Again, as long as we control the war goal, we're going to be okay. Still, though, it would be helpful if we could... Those men will arrive on time. Those 21,000 men are not full morale, so I don't think they're really going to help him that much. I'm happy to take out some of those 1,000 stacks. Just makes them waste their manpower and makes them waste their money, which at this point they all have so much of it. We are going to win this fight, but it is going to be a closely fought battle. They lost 21,000 men, though. That's going to definitely put a dent in their capability to keep fighting. And we're moving 25,000 men to their aid. Yeah, let's go ahead and make a large amount of progress toward making a new friend. And where you going, buddy? We need him to take out some of those little 1,000 stacks. They are probably going to go ahead and reconquer a bunch of this territory that they had previously taken. You war with me? No. Let's just back out diplomatic map mode, see who we're at war with. Yeah, so I mean, they have just a ton of men, which makes things a little difficult, yes, but I think we should be fine. I'm going to go ahead and move some troops from the mainland over, like these 20,000 men. Let's give you a good general who is hopefully going to be pretty loyal. Okay, that actually made him less loyal. His family is still scorned, unfortunately. So, oh, I have two armies here. Yeah, let's go ahead and combine those 2 armies, put you in charge, and have you land or embark in these boats. We're going to take these boats. We're actually going to land in Brittany itself. Then we're going to shuttle these 18,000 men. Again, I'm going to just kind of hold the line in the west. Focus hopefully on taking Brittany, although that's going to be easier said than done with all of these men that they have ready to fight. They came ready to play today. Alright, so he is now our friend. That's going to hopefully make his loyalty tick up some. Okay, maybe not. That's alright too. The big thing, and what's going to make it a little easier for us to take Brittany, is we have now pushed their army of 51,000 men away from Brittany itself. So they are unable to defend it. I have a feeling having to come over to some land over here. That's a little alarming when you consider how many men I have over here. and that 51,000 men, that is going to be a tough nut to crack. Tough enemy to defeat, that is. We have won the siege. I believe that gives us full control of the war goal. In the meantime, it looks like we are actually going to fight in the, what I am calling the Icenia channel. It's no longer the English channel, and we're going to actually just completely wipe the floor with their fleet. And let's go ahead and... I don't really see a reason to land these 19,000 men behind enemy lines, so let's just land them right there. They'll be able to reinforce. Again, I want to pay close attention to what these men do. So there are 17,000 men. They don't have... Ooh! Oh my goodness gracious. We could raise the taxes, lose 5 stability, but get almost 4,000 gold. Or we could donate to the poor, and in fact we would donate more money than we have. We would gain some popularity, but we just don't have the money right now. So I'm going to go ahead and contribute to our war chest, that's for sure. In fact, that should also mean that I could have enough money for some like mercenaries or something, but I don't really see a reason to buy mercenaries at this point. We are just kind of slowly going to pincer them in, kind of get them stuck in between. Yeah, they're taking some of our territory, but it's recently conquered territory. It's not really that great either. And yeah, if they... I'm just not worried about their armies. Meanwhile, I'm going to take these 44 ships, go and dock in Novaria. Looks like we're gonna fight. Oh, those are my horse archers. I wonder if my men can get there in time. You know what? You probably can. And you are a really good general. Not that we necessarily have to, but let's just see what their tactic is. Oh, and so we actually have the tactics advantage, that deception tactic. I guess I'm going to keep that going. Are my horse archers going to defeat their hugely superior army? And yeah, those horse archers, they're just so good. Speaking of, I know I keep pausing, and I know we have lots to get through in the next couple days. But, and we have, at least here in the United States, we have the Thanksgiving holiday coming up, which means I will be traveling and probably not able to put out any videos over that time. So I really don't even have the 8 days until December 3rd. I have like 3 days before I start traveling. I'm gonna go home, see the folks. I live about 5 hours away from the rest of my family, and you know, it's always good to see family this time of year. I mean, it's good to see family any time of year, am I right? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's go ahead and build 3 more. Make this an army of 15,000 horsemen. Let's come back onto this side of the world. Yeah, we are going to reinforce our horse archers. And so we are once again going to send their army packing. They're going to lose a ton of men in this fight. Just a horrendous amount of men. They lost almost 8,000. We have captured an enemy. Meanwhile, it's these forts that I want to go ahead and fall. Let's move these 24,000 men in to reinforce. You can move forward as well. This army can keep coming this way. I will push ever deeper into enemy territory. I'm okay with that. These 18,000 men will start to work on that fortress. Hopefully my horse archers decide they're ready to move at some point. You're my friend, but you're still not loyal to me. What a shame, what a shame. Let's get a new Chancellor. Getting a really good Chancellor is for the best because that helps my aggressive expansion tick down all the faster. Is there anything else? I just have 2 disloyal people. They only represent 2.23% of my power base, so I'm not worried about them at the moment. but I would like for you to become more loyal. I can hold a triumph for you. That's going to give you 20 loyalty. Of course, your loyalty is ticking down. Why is your loyalty ticking down so much? Oh, because you're a pretender. Alright, so we need to get ourselves in order. Unfortunately, our wife is kind of old to have kids. Can I force you to marry someone? No. You should just get married, man. Alright, well, you know, I've been neglecting the love side of the game and haven't had any of my characters get married in a little while. Whoops. It's on me, that's on me. Move those 24,000 men off so that we can just continue sieging down these all the much faster. We are victorious in battle. Excellent. So yeah, they're just kind of getting trapped between a rock and a hard place, honestly. In fact, how much more land do we have to siege down? This one actually wasn't that hard of a war. It was a little easier than I anticipated. I thought that they would have more... Well, honestly, I thought they would have more men coming against us. We're just capturing enemies left and right. Looks like we're going to take a pretty neutral, iffy victory. Yeah, at this point, we're just kind of in easy mode. Come on, get there. We have a new religious advancement. We've also won another siege. Pop conversion speed, I'm going to go ahead and grab that quick. Because I can definitely afford it. Pop conversion speed, cool. I think I'll also get national pop growth, because why not? Those horse archers are going to come, and those horse archers are going to... Oh, actually it wasn't the horse archers. Where are they? Either way, the horse archers kind of clean up. These 19,000 men are going to come, and... Well, we're going to continue to win siege right after left. Siege after siege is going to fall. I'm surprised. This one is still holding out. I could assault it, but at this point... No, actually, I can't assault it because that's an army just with horsemen. So that is... it's okay. No reason to rush. They're going to eventually be defeated anyway. Looks like we did win this fight. Looks like we're going to win another fight in the south. We have lost a lot of manpower in this war. That's okay, we also gained manpower back fairly quickly. And at this point, having all that manpower in the bank is just kind of a waste because, well, we have things to do. We have Gaul to conquer. Looks like those horsemen are going to finally siege down Tregoritum. Let's get you somewhere where you won't take as much attrition. Yeah, and in the end, they fought valiantly, but they did not fight well enough. We're gonna be able to push them out of our land and just probably full annex. I know that's gonna put me over that 50 aggressive expansion there, and I don't necessarily want that. Let's go ahead and let's look. We have captured everything at this point. Let's see what they will give us in a peace deal. Well, they wouldn't accept that, really. Because of the substantial land loss? Alright. Alright, you know what? I was gonna try to let you off, but we're gonna lose a fight here, but that's alright. I'll just move all of my soldiers in. In fact, if you can actually hold out for like one more month, you're gonna be fine. Yeah. And in fact, I think we are going to win that fight. We're just gonna completely destroy them 100%. Let's get our men in territories where they won't take as much attrition damage. No reason to lose that manpower anymore. We have won this fight. Wasn't even close in the end. And with one final battle, they lose about 14,000 men. We lost about 10,000, but that should be the defining battle of our time, or at least of this war. Maybe not of our time. After all, if you look down to the south, you see Rome has its tendrils up into Gaul as well. Our fight with Rome should be pretty good, pretty epic. We'll have to see what happens. I know I want to take this territory. I would love to grab Brittany as well, although with them isolated, I could get them at a later time. They still don't want that, so I'm going to reset. Oh, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go to diplomacy. I'm currently in the appeasing stance to help my aggressive expansion decay, but what I'm going to do now is go to the bellicose stance. That's going to cost me 30 political influence to do, but it gets me that war score cost minus 20%. My neighbors are going to kind of hate me, but I can go back at the end of the war. So yeah, now look. Now they'll do it. Oh wait, that's because I hit the reset button. Alright, so they won't let me take everything. Not quite yet. We still have that months at war minus 31. Oh, it's because Bitergia is still in this fight. Well, I can push down south if I have to. Some barbarians are going to come. That's okay. Our army should hop to it. Defend our borders, please. Defend our borders. I'll go ahead and put you on that defend borders for now. And let's put you at hit and run. Actually, yeah, let's put you at hit and run. We're losing some province loyalty in certain places. We'll have to deal with that at some point. Probably in the future. If I look at the provinces and kind of zoom in, you can kind of see, like, I'm losing province loyalty here. I have low province loyalty here. But part of that could be because of the bleed them dry stance. Instead, if I went to something different, so it's this province right here. Yeah, bleed them dry. What are you doing, man? What are you doing? I think I'm going to go with the culture conversion. It's still going to be changed by a 0.08 per month. I shouldn't have gone with culture conversion. Maybe I should go with local autonomy. Where else? You have low... You already have the local autonomy. I'm going to go ahead and start spewing over into the Bitergian lines. You can come up here. Or no, you can't actually, because you don't want to listen to me. Their armies are crushed. Actually going to go up to 4 speed just to get this war done a little bit faster. Looks like I'm going to take a massive battle. Let's go ahead and move everyone we know into the territory. I'm okay bleeding my armies dry as long as we bleed them dry faster. Tell you what, this has been a huge battle. If we can get our 46,000 men in, we are easily going to win this. Although they're actually going to have another 13. No, they're pouring troops across the border. Oh, man. They outnumber us 2-1. They're going to Okay. Alright. I take it back. They have some fight left in them. Let's get some armies to the border. If we could just defeat them. Oh, you're so close to dying! I think that army's going to be able to reinforce, though. Yeah, they were, and that's just going to give them just enough. There's a scandal at court. I don't want national slave happiness to go down. I'm okay losing 1,000 gold. Oh my gosh. Look at this. They have just poured everything, and they have another 16,000 men coming. I think they're going to win this. I think we're going to pull it off. Maybe. If these 31,000 men don't get here. Trial develops. Yeah, I'm going to leave no stone unturned. Okay, so at this point there's 24,000 men against 145. Our morale is higher. You don't have a chance at getting there before this battle ends, do you? Well, at least we're beating some barbarians back. Gonna arrest him. You know, Oh! We were so close. We were so close. That could have been a huge victory for us. Instead, we want to make sure it doesn't turn into a huge defeat. Alright. What do I have to give back? Yeah, now that they've won the last... Yeah, because they've won the last major battle, they're less willing to give us things. You know what? Bring it on, y'all. You won the last major battle, but you won't win the war. Looks like a family has spent their money on raising some disloyal troops. Oh my goodness, and look at how many of them there are. How disloyal are you? You're very disloyal. Wow, I could pay almost 2,000 gold to have 4 of their 72 cohorts changed to lose their loyalty. And honestly, that army doesn't necessarily worry me too much. I'm a little more worried about the hordes of barbarians we have coming at us from Bitergia. We're definitely going to lose this fight. They didn't even have a chance. 135,000 against 28,000? No, sir. We're going to come back, try to take some defensive positions, I guess. Let their army bleed out a little bit. It's definitely going to be okay. It says they didn't lose anyone. No, they had to have lost a bunch. We are simply moving our army into position. They are going to come after us with this huge army of 109,000 men. That's going to be okay, because they're going to take a vast amount of attrition trying to conquer us, or alright, they're going to start splitting that army up. Now is when we can do this. Ooh, do we want to make that fight on the plains? No, you can retreat away. Retreat away. You retreat away. Nope, you don't like me, so you're not going to. That's alright, too. They're going to take some more land back. It's going to be fine. We're going to be okay. We're going to be okay. We're going to be fine. We're going to let them start losing men due to attrition. Of course, attrition doesn't really hurt them as much as it hurts me. I'm specifically going to try to bait them into fighting in the hills. Or in, at least, not the plains. Will they beat me to this fort? Oh, but I will be the defender in this fort no matter what, because I own it, right? I have too many problems with disloyalty to make me super comfortable at the moment. Are there any other armies I can just, like, hire real quick? What's this Navy doing? Go over here, Navy. You still don't like me, that's fine. I want to bait them into fighting me in these woods. They don't want to do that, per se. Come on at me. Movement lock to me. I'm actually going to go ahead and pull this army back this direction. The second they go movement locked, I'm going in. Look at how many men, they just lost like 10,000 men from attrition. Alright, they're movement locked. Let's just take all of these. Click that button. Those horse archers are going to do what they want. Now it says we're going to win. Lay a little trap for them in the forests. You look like a decent person to change tactics. We want something good against envelopment. Not you. You're the one who's the genius militarily. We want something good against envelopment. Shock action is unfortunately the best we got, so... Now that she is in the fight, we change the shock action. They get that minus 10%. And we are going to really clean up here. Their armies can't hold with that. And with that, I think their little last grasp at victory is going to come to a close. We actually have a peace imminent. Ooh, I didn't even see how many men died there. Yeah, wow. We have lost over 172,000 troops and 44 pops. I guess that was from when they took all of these territories. They've lost 7 pops, but a lot more troops. And we've had, oh my gosh, we had a lot of pops enslaved, didn't we? Wow. Well. Wow. We'll get them all back, though. That's the good thing. Alright, so that army has been utterly crushed by our 137,000. We definitely don't want them all sitting in one place. So let's go ahead and break them up a little bit. now that I had the last major victory in the war... No, last major battle still goes to them. Huh. Although they are much closer to accepting this peace deal, but... It's not what I want, man. I want... This is the peace deal I want. I don't necessarily care about Bitergia right now because, well, that puts me in a precarious position for Rome anyway. It's going to be tough to defend. This is the peace deal I want, which is actually not something that I can get. Because it's... goes over than 100. So... This is now the peace deal I want. They're close. They're close. We're going to get it. I think they think that this is going to be a victory for them. And indeed it is. We lost a bunch of men. That's going to be a victory for us. 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 Now we're winning everything. Alright, so they will take the deal as offered. Unfortunately, we can't grab as much as we wanted. It's going to give us only 10 aggressive expansion, which isn't actually near as bad as I thought it would be. I don't necessarily care to take the Bitergian land. I think this is all I'm going to do for now. Let's go ahead and lose some aggressive expansion. Lose a bunch of aggressive expansion. We're back down to 33. And let us go ahead and run the clock forward as we go to territory that won't necessarily just kill us with the attrition. As we start to try to civilize those areas. You don't want to go anywhere. You don't want to go anywhere. We definitely need to be mindful of our loyalty situation. We have a couple people who are disloyal, and in fact we're dangerously close to that 14.95, which is the power base that would give us a civil war. I actually think a civil war would be a ton of fun to fight. Yeah, we could actually lose the war, but I mean, you know, sometimes it's fun to fight. Alright, so let's now finally just take a minute and reassess. We've been going for about 35 minutes, a little over, and we have had a pretty good war. It wasn't necessarily a nail-biter until they beat us back here in Argentomagus? Sure, Argentomagus, or Argentomagus, I'll call it that, Argentomagus. They beat us back at the Battle of Argentomagus. And once again, their troops came spewing over our borders in the hundreds of thousands, but we were able to take care of them pretty easily. We did lose over 100,000 men in that war, so we do have quite some rebuilding to do here. We also have some loyalty issues, and indeed, it says we're going to fight a civil war in the next 36 months. So, the very first thing I know that I need to do is counter this stack here. They have 18 heavy cohorts, bunch of... Alright. I see you. Let's go ahead and entice some business investments. Let's get another, probably food route towards Venta. And let's go ahead and hire some more soldiers in Venta too. So I got 10 more heavy infantry. Let's do 10 more archers. I think a civil war would actually be a fun episode all in itself. We'll see. I'll try to avoid it, but you know, if I fight it, I'll have to fight it. Oratory advancement. Civilization level, of course, goes up. Aggressive expansion impact down by 5%, as well as aggressive expansion change, and mercenary army maintenance down by 10%. I'll take all of those, plus... Ooh, I also had a civic advancement, so we get pop promotion speed up by 10%, pop conversion speed. Ooh, that I want. First, I'm going to do mercenary army maintenance down. There's a chance that I have to hire some mercenaries to handle any civil war. So I'm going to go ahead and take that. I'm going to do the aggressive expansion down by 2%, as well as the aggressive expansion impact down by 5%. That's just going to mean that people aren't going to be as upset with me if they have the wrong culture. Yeah, I, just don't want them to be super upset with me. Plus, now we're going to tick down at 0.2 per month, so that's actually going to tick down fairly quickly. We're hiring a bunch more soldiers. We're preparing for a civil war. Let's check out how we're doing money-wise. We're still making just bank money-wise. Of course, we can now let ourselves tick up as far as manpower goes. Ooh, a child is born. Does that mean we have a new heir? It does. Of course, he's not really all that much to speak of at the moment. And with the line of succession, well, back in firm control, Lucterius III may have actually just averted a civil war, because now it seems that people are a little happier with him. I think I'm going to go with the monthly civilization change again. It's just super powerful right now. It helps me, well, civilize a bunch of these territories that we hadn't yet. I mean, and if you look, we have very low supply in a bunch of our territory, although it's actually getting a lot better. But a bunch of the territory that we recently conquered, it has very low supply. I mean, 16 is actually pretty decent. But if we can pump up the civilization value, then we can get it, at a much more respectable level, which helps us all in the long run. Although that is one of the reasons why some of my, like you for instance, you're still pretty upset, and the reason you're still pretty upset is because we have so many tribesmen. The tribesmen don't really love living in very civilized places. Ooh, we could gain, there's a chance we could gain 10 stability, but it's only 1/4 chance. I'll take the guaranteed 2,000 gold. Looks like we just got a new achievement called Envy of the World. I actually don't necessarily know what I did to get that achievement, but I'll take a look at that between episodes, see what the Envy of the World achievement is for. But as you can tell, I'm having a pretty decent run. I mean, obviously, you do kind of get to a snowball effect in Imperator Rome where you, you just get to the point where you're so huge that no one can stop you, which I think is fun, assuming other nations get there too. For instance, I think it's fine if the Albion people are able to grow and conquer all of Britain and even all of northern Gaul, as long as Rome is also able to grow and conquer Italy and southern Gaul and some of Dalmatia, which, I mean, they kind of have. I mean, with the exception of conquering Italy, Carthage actually owns a good chunk of Italy. So, I mean, there was definitely probably an entertaining Punic War fought there. But if Carthage would, or if Rome would take, a bunch of this territory, then it's fine. I think it's fun to grow, expand, consolidate all these barbarian tribes, and then have those late game bosses. Have that Rome, have that Carthage to fight against. We're kind of having that with the Sicilia campaign. It's my other campaign I'm doing right now. Let's go ahead and, now that I see it, grab some more, probably grain. Do I have? I have fish, livestock, and vegetables. So yeah, just more grain from anywhere, really. That's going to put us back up into the green. When I can, I'll probably take that Entice Business Investments again. I would love to start producing more horses, steppe horses in particular. It looks like we have some barbarians again. My armies should jump into action. To get my province loyalty back in check, let's find those provinces that weren't loyal. First of all, let's go ahead and just recruit some cohorts. Someone's gonna be very displeased with me. I didn't even bother looking at that. Ooh, there has been a murder! We have been informed that Lucterius... Oh no. Lucterius Margany was found brutally murdered in his home last night. Ooh, are you that person who's super disloyal with me? The general of the 15th Warband and governor of Germania? Ooh, dear. Oh, and rival of the governor of Germania. Whew! I was a little worried that I had one of my governors upset with me. That wouldn't be great. A travesty, but we're powerless to act. Or we could gain some popularity. She would lose some loyalty. She's already disloyal. Where is she on the map? Is there a way I can see that? You know how in, like, Crusader Kings we can tell where they are? Like, are you the 15th cohort? No, you're the 17th. You know what? I don't want to lose any popularity. She already doesn't like me. She's not loyal. General of the 15th Warband. Gosh darn it. So we need a researcher. We also need a new governor. Put you in charge. We are victorious. Let's check out the governor situation. Looks like Belgica needs a new governor. And, you know what? You are decent and growing in your loyalty to me. Barbarians are defeated. Excellent. Oh, we need a bunch of new governors. You're also decent and growing in your loyalty to me, so I will take you as well. Again, where was that province that was disloyal? Here. So we're going to come right here, and we are going to recruit. Wait, what am I doing? I don't want to recruit them all out of the same province. I'll just recruit this one archers for now. And then I'm going to use them to... I'm going to assign them to a region. And they will help with province disloyalty. Alright, you. No, you suck. You're 72 years old. You're going to die soon anyway, probably. I don't really care if you have poor loyalty. Just adds another disloyal character, but not quite so much that you increase my chances for a civil war. Okay. The head of the Duratid family, Parastigus Duratus, utterly fed up on his situation, has begun mobilizing local forces in the city of Londinium. While matters are not yet hostile, such act could provoke civil war if left unattended. Dreadful! Alright, I'm gonna pause it for a second. We are suffering from some loyalty issues. Oh my goodness, 85,000 men. Okay, alright. It's okay. Everything's fine. Everything is fine. Let's go ahead and hire a couple more, what do we think? What do we think? You know what we need? We're going to import some horse archers all the way from the steppes. You are now going to march yourself all the way across, and you're going to join up with this main army. You are my friend. Why are you disloyal to me? I get it, it's because you're a pretender. You don't like the fact that you're not in line for the throne. You're a backstabber. I could reward his veterans. Then I could at least get rid of some of them. I'm gonna go ahead and get the pop conversion speed. It just seems fairly nice. Looks like I'm gonna get a nice gift of 22,000 gold, and it looks like we will have a civil war in about 40 months. Again, I think it could be a little fun to have to deal with the civil war, but it also derails some of my plans. Alright, I'm going to hire 10,000 troops here and then assign them to a governor so that they will help me out a little bit with some province loyalty. But unfortunately, I'm starting to run out of time for today. We only advanced 6 years today. And as I mentioned at the beginning of the episode, the new update to the game comes out December 3rd, so we have quite a bit to do between now and then. I am going to try to at least... I may not necessarily get all of these episodes out by December 3rd, but I tend to do a whole lot of pre-recording and then release several days down the line, so I will make sure that I am at least able to finish this playthrough by the 3rd, but it's gonna take a lot. And well, one, I'm just worried about the Civil War. Either way, that's where I'm gonna have to end it for now. I hope you're all having a great day. I certainly am, and I am certainly enjoying playing some Imperator Rome with you. I've been Ben the Bold, you've been you. Hit up that like button, hit up that subscribe button, and I will see you on the next one.